Dad? Shane, hey, what's up? I thought you were asleep. What's up? What's up with you?
I need to talk to you right away, so can you call me? It's urgent. You okay? Have you seen your father?
Which one?
You and your mom are everything to me. That's why I have to stop the bad guy. He's already hurt so many other people, I can't even count them all. Jack Manning let Gigi die, and who helped the kid get away with it? Victor. Plus, with the things he's done to his own family, he was gonna take Star's daughter and run off with her. I don't know how Star ever forgave him for that. What am I doing, Liam? Trying to come up with a reason to rid the world of Victor Lord Jr. Even if I find it, could I really go through with it?
I don't trust this guy any more than you do, but I think that if he wanted to kill me, he would have done it by now.
Maybe he's been waiting for the right time.
The right time came and went already. It's just today. He had a perfect opportunity.
What happened?
Well, he showed up at my office and he wanted to take my desk and my whole company, my employees, everything.
What'd you do?
What do you think I did? I kicked him out.
Way to go, Dad.
I'm not gonna let him steal everything I've worked so hard for. I'll take it to the Supreme Court if I have to. Got a killer lawyer, right?
Yeah, Taya's the best. But a case like that could take a long time, don't you think? What if he just wants to get you out of the way right now?
See, if he did that, then he would risk everyone knowing that he was the shooter. And he'd go back to prison.
Maybe he doesn't care.
Oh, he cares. Trust me, he cares. He wants his life back. I mean, he may wave a gun around and try to spook me, but it's nothing. It's just an empty threat.
Look, Dad, I know you might think you're safe, but sometimes stuff happens. Stuff you don't expect, you know? Sometimes people end up dead when they're not supposed to.
Oh, you mean Gigi Marasco?
Oh, surprise, surprise. You're not looking for me, are you?
No, I didn't know you'd be here. Looking for your husband.
Well, you're out of luck. He was called away unexpectedly.
By whom?
His mother.
I thought she was in custody.
Gotta love the United States of America. Even Irene Manning's entitled to one phone call.
Taya, don't tell me Victor went down to the police station.
Okay, I won't.
Why would he do that? What business could he possibly have with her now?
Actually, I'm more interested in what business you could possibly have with him now.
Well, I came to tell him to leave town and never come back.
Don't even ask. I'm so tired of saying the same thing every time I come back from visiting Matthew.
No change. Guess you don't want me to remind you of all the cases we read about where things turned around.
I'm not really believing in miracles today, Paul.
Well, you're allowed, honey. We both are. We can be discouraged, we can yell. You can scream if you want, but the only thing we can't do is give up.
Never give up on Matthew. An exclamation order? Gigi Marasco?
I tried to talk Balsam out of it, but he wouldn't listen.
You opened her coffin? Why? What did you expect to find?
Nothing. Balsam thought it'd be empty.
I'm not sure I know what you mean, Shane. Before, when I asked you about why you had Mom's grave dug up, you blew me off. I'm sorry, you had every right to ask. But I still don't get an answer? I don't have an easy explanation, Shane, I'm sorry. You can't even try? Okay. I needed to know. I thought maybe there. It's okay. You don't have to keep things from me. I know what's going on. When I calmed down before, I kind of figured it out. Figured what out? When you had the coffin opened, you were looking for something. And you know what? For a long time, I've wanted the same thing. You have?
I'm looking for Todd, the real one.
I thought he was staying at Aunt Vicky's.
Well, I thought so too, but apparently he has gone out for a while, so I've got to find him. But if you hear from him, will you call me immediately?
Yeah.
Great. Hi. Hi.
Hi. What is with your mom?
I have no idea. Something about my dad, the one with the scar.
It's so weird that you have to specify which one.
Is it weird? Is it weird that the man that I called my dad for 8 years turns out to be my uncle? And that my real dad wants to come back into my life and pick up from where we left off?
I guess it's a good sign if you can smile about it. Listen, hey, I know it's hard for you.
You know, it's getting easier. When I found out that my dad was who he said he was, something clicked. It felt right.
Yeah, I saw that. When you were telling me the stories about when you were little, the connection you guys had, I saw it.
I know. And it's still there after all this time.
But what about your connection with Victor? That's still there, right?
It is. Definitely.
What's gonna happen to that?
I won't let him destroy our family either. He's the only thing standing in our way. Marty's gone. Tape with her confession on it, that's gone too. Phil Patel knows the truth, but he swore he wouldn't talk. Victor's the only one left. He has to be stopped. But to take his life. I've done it before. But that was war. And in a way, so is this.
Victor is not the man you have a problem with. Todd Manning is the one you want me to stay away from. And we all know I'm not married to Todd.
Doesn't matter.
Well, of course it matters. Todd and Victor have two completely different histories.
And Victor's history is nothing to be proud of. He's every bit as dangerous as his twin brother.
No. If there's anyone who's dangerous, it's this so-called mother who brainwashed him into believing he was someone he wasn't. Now that he knows that, he has the chance to become his own person.
And you think it's that simple? You think he could just erase all that programming whenever he wants? There's no delete button here, Taya.
It's not going to happen overnight, Tomas.
He went to see her. Irene Manning destroyed her own son's soul. And with one phone call, he comes running back to her?
Victor is not some robot, okay? He made the choice to go. It was his decision to go.
How do you know? She was able to completely control him before.
Yes, and he hates his mother for that. He will never let her control him again.
Yeah. Even if that's true, he's damaged. The entire world that he's known has been taken from him. You think he's just gonna let that go?
What business is this of yours, anyway?
Desperate people do terrible things, Taya. The man is losing his entire family.
No, he's not. He's not losing me.
I hear you say that, and I think that Bobby must be rolling over in his grave.
What are you talking about?
Our father didn't raise you to be a fool, Taya.
Rex believes that Gigi is still alive?
Yeah, these sightings, maybe hallucinations, I don't know, but the way he described them to me, I almost started to think it was possible.
Magical thinking. It's when you want something to be true so badly, you start believing crazy things just so it'll be true. Like milkshakes.
Milkshakes?
Every time I go to visit Matthew, I stop and I get his favorite. Double chocolate, extra thick. And then I take it and I put it on the bedside table, and I keep thinking, I'm going to be patient. One day he's going to sit up and he's just going to smile at me and he's going to reach over. How pathetic is that, huh?
No, it's not pathetic.
Well, there's more.
It's human.
There's more. I hear his voice. As I'm going down the hallway, I think I hear him talking. And even though I tell myself not to rush, by the time I get to his room, I'm running.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You too?
Yeah. His voice is so clear. You know, and then for a second there, I thought I could hear him laugh. Now I get to the room, and he's still lying there with his eyes closed. So when Balsam tells me that he thinks he sees Gigi, I get it.
You're not just saying this to make me feel better.
No, honey. We love our son. You know, there's so much about him. It lives inside of us, so we can hear his voice. Sometimes it sounds real.
I love you.
And Matthew is going to come back to us, honey. But it's not the same for Balsam. We have hope, and he doesn't.
Poor Rex. I do feel badly for him, I really do.
I know. So do I. And digging up Gigi's grave, it really backfired on him. Because Shane showed up.
Shane was at the cemetery?
Yeah. It was an accident. Balsam didn't want Shane to know that he was digging up the grave, but Shane apparently just decided that he wanted to visit his mother's grave.
Oh my God, that poor kid has had so much to cope with.
I know.
It was bad enough trying to get over his loss, but then to find out that Jack Manning was responsible and that his father, Todd, or what is it, Victor? Yeah, I don't know. Helped him get away scot-free.
So you know that you opened the grave because you wanted to find a clue. Something that everyone else missed. Something that could link Jack Manning to Mom's death. So was there? Did you find anything?
No, I didn't find what I was looking for, Shane.
Well, then now what are we supposed to do? That was our last chance of getting evidence against Jack.
I'm sorry.
Everyone says that they're sorry, but nobody actually does anything. Even Brody, I asked him to set up a sting, but he...
What?
I had a great idea to make Jack confess.
And you went to Brody. Why?
Because you said that you were going to make Jack and his dad pay, but you never did anything about it.
Hey, sweetie. Is Todd here? I called over here before Jessica told me he'd gone out. I was hoping maybe he was back already.
I don't think so. I haven't seen him. You look a little freaked out.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's nothing, but...
What?
Well, the last time I saw Todd, he was freaking out. He was blaming Victor for taking his life, his family, you name it, and I tried to tell him that it wasn't Victor's choice, but he wouldn't hear it, and we got into a really big fight.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I, because I think maybe I made things worse than they already are.
How?
Todd threatened to take back what was his, and I tried to call his bluff. Look, he'd already lost years of his life, and I said, do you really want to risk that by shooting Victor? Do you want to go to jail? So I told him that there was a gun in the safe.
Blair, what did you do?
Well, I held it out, and I dared him to take it, but he didn't. He didn't, and I knew that he wouldn't, and he stood there while I put it back in the safe. But Brody, my mistake was thinking that was going to be the end of it, because, my God, now the gun is gone, and so is Todd.
My Uncle Victor asked me the same exact question. He wants to know how he's going to fit into my life now.
Well, he was your dad for 8 years. It's a long time.
Yeah, long enough to prove how much he cared. He risked his life for me, James. I'm never going to forget that. I'm always going to love him, and he's always going to be a huge part of my life. But my father is my father. I'm just glad that he didn't do all of the terrible things that Victor did. The things that were so hard to forgive.
Like around when you got pregnant with Hope?
Yeah, my dad wasn't the one that pushed me into making scary choices. He may not have been perfect. He did terrible things, just not to me.
Well, let's hope he doesn't do terrible things to me.
He won't. Don't worry about it.
You sure about that? I mean, you know, Victor has his issues, but I think he was starting to accept me. In his own way, of course. But now I've got this whole other protective dad to convince I'm gonna do right by his daughter. Star. Something tells me that's not gonna be a piece of cake.
Don't push me. This is my life. You don't get to make the rules.
All I have ever wanted since the day I came here is to keep you and Daniela safe.
And yet, all you've done since the day you came here, pretty much, has been to lie to us. Oh, is that not true? About why you came here in the first place? About your past? About your friends? You've kept a million dirty little secrets, Tomas. Next to you, Victor's an innocent.
Innocent of knowing his true identity, maybe. But once he found out, he tried to lie his way out of it. And Danny told me. Even though he knew it was Victor Lord, he thought he could pretend to be Todd so he could run away with all of you to Hawaii.
Yes,
right?
because he was scared. He thought he was losing his family, Tomas.
I'm scared that you and Danny are going to get caught in the crossfire when Todd and Victor go head to head.
And why would they do that, Tomas?
Even a rational man will fight to the death to keep what he believes is his. And these are not rational men.
So the minute I realized that the gun was gone, I called over here and talked to Jessica. She told me that Todd had gone out. And then I called Taya and John and left a message with both of them, but neither one have gotten back to me yet.
Did you tell John about the gun?
No. And I know that I should have, but come on. Could Todd really be that crazy? I thought, and risk going to jail for the rest of his life?
Well, maybe he thinks he could get away with it somehow.
Brody, I don't think he was thinking. I think that is the problem. I wish I knew where Todd went.
Look, I'll look for him, okay?
Oh, that would make me feel so much better. I appreciate it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go find Victor.
And tell him what?
That someone is out to get him.
You can't be rewriting history, Jeff. Okay? What happened to Gigi was an accident.
An accident I caused.
Did you know the generator was broken? And that it was leaking carbon monoxide? No, you didn't. So I don't want you going around blaming yourself for things you had no control over.
I shouldn't have left her there in the first place.
Okay, but under normal circumstances you would have been okay. A couple hours in the dark, no big deal. So I want you to put this past you, okay? I want you to be thinking about your future. I want you to make plans for it.
Right. Plans for the future. I've been thinking about that, and I got this idea. Can I run it by you?
Oh, yeah, sure. Gigi Marasco Scholarship Fund.
I want to raise money for it.
Actually, you should call it as the Origami Cogs Fund.
Origami Cogs? You mean the company that outbid you for the satellite?
That wasn't a company. It was this Rex Balsam. It was a front for him.
How'd you figure that out?
People figured it out recently. You know what an anagram is?
Yeah, when you change the letters of a word to form another one.
Origami Cogs is an anagram of Gigi Marasco. Rex was just trying to bring us down one acquisition at a time.
So I guess you're not cool with this scholarship fund?
No, go ahead. Maybe Balsam will see it as a peace offering and stop trying to stick it to me.
You think?
He may be easing up already. He hasn't made a move in some time. Maybe the war's over.
Or maybe it'll never be over.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's okay. You're frustrated, you're angry. I am too, I have been ever since your mom died. It's just... sometimes it's really hard. I know. Look, when I promised to get justice, I wasn't just making a promise to you. I was making a promise to your mom as well, but I didn't get it done. It's okay, Dad. No, it's not. I got sidetracked, I got caught up in something that led nowhere. But after what happened today, after what happened at the cemetery, I'm gonna get it done. I'm back on track. What do you mean? I mean, Victor and Jack are gonna get punished for what they did. I'm gonna see to it.
That better not be work you're bringing home from the office.
It's not. It's our mail. All this going back and forth Philadelphia, it's really piled up. I thought that maybe if we sorted it out, got all the junk mail out before, then we could probably...
What is it?
It's for Matthew. Milieu. No. Tell me.
It's from the admissions office. They hope that he'll apply for next year. Probably be getting a lot of these.
That's what he should be doing. Right now. Weighing his opportunities. Touring campuses.
I was looking forward to that. It's one of those milestones that you don't want to miss.
Well, maybe we don't have to. I mean, we could still do that, Bo. If we had another child.
I can't believe Hope let me read a whole chapter to her.
Oh, she loves those animal noises you make.
Well, hey, I'm kind of famous for my barnyard impressions.
Oh, yeah? Brown chicken, brown cow.
Oh, wow. I do jungle creatures too, but you're gonna have to pay more to see that.
Do you now?
Yeah.
I told you that Hope would fall in love with you. Thank you for being so patient.
Well, hey, as long as she doesn't want me to sing, I think I'm safe.
You know what the best part about it is?
What?
Once my dad sees how much his granddaughter is crazy about you, he'll have to agree.
That would be great. But the only opinion I care about is yours. So, as long as you like me, I...
Always.
Prove it. What's... Storm Baz. Wait, you finished it? You finished it?
It's just a demo, okay? Yes, I laid down the vocals and Baz mixed it.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's listen to it.
No, it's not ready for other people yet.
Whoa, since when am I other people? Hey, come on now, I'm the man, the guy that your daughter's crazy about, remember?
Yes, I remember.
And I'm already your biggest fan, so come on, you've got nothing to lose.
So, Jack and Victor are finally gonna get what's coming to them? Is that why you went out of town for a while? Were you planning something?
No. That was a wasted trip.
Oh, I thought you were setting up another company so you can attack Victor's business again.
I am working on something, but you don't have to worry about it, okay?
I'm worried because it's not enough. Even if we take away every single dollar they have, that's nothing compared to what we lost. They'll still be alive. And Mom's dead. It's not fair, Dad.
You're right, it's not.
I understand that the situation between Todd and Victor is a volatile one, and I've done everything I can to diffuse it. And I truly believe that with time, they will both calm down and learn that there's enough of everything to go around.
And then what? They're going to sit down and agree to share it? You're deluding yourself, Taya.
And you underestimate my influence. You know, how about instead of obsessing about my relationship with my husband, you concentrate on your relationship with Blair? Especially now that Todd is back in town.
We already talked about that.
Uh-huh.
Blair doesn't want to think about the past. She wants to move forward. With me.
Now who's deluding themselves?
Todd!
Mom?
Sir, were you calling for Todd? Why would you do that? Todd doesn't live here.
Yeah, I know that. I just thought maybe he might have shown up.
With that gun that he stole from Aunt Dorian's safe?
So do you know about that?
Told him all about it.
And you're still allowing my son to stay here, wait for you to get shot again? Come on, Jack.
No,
we're gonna
this
go
is my
home.
normal night with Dad.
Nothing is normal about this. I want you to be as far away from here as possible, and you need to check yourself into the nearest hotel.
Oh, really? So this guy can try to steal everything that's mine? You gonna let him run me out of my own house?
You think it's a better idea for you to sit around here and be a sitting duck?
You're not really worried about me.
Why would I be here if I weren't worried?
Because you want to keep Todd off of death row.
Don't be ridiculous.
You know what? I don't really care what your reasons are. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to run away. I'm not a coward.
There is nothing cowardly about wanting to protect yourself.
I survived the last attempt on my life. Why not this one?
You only survived because John saved your butt. What happens if no one's there to save you this time?
Honey, you saying what, another child? What, now?
Oh no! I mean, I didn't mean that we should have.
What did you say?
I don't mean that we should have a child of our own. I just meant that with Destiny having Matthew's child. Oh, Bo, we could give that child such a wonderful life. Don't you agree?
Well, it kind of depends on what Destiny wants, doesn't it?
Oh, well, she's just a child herself, you know, getting letters just like this one, urging her to go out into the world and explore her life, you know? And that's what she should be doing. Not tied down with a baby. I mean, that was part of one of the big reasons why she was considering not having the baby.
Until you talked her out of it.
Well, yeah, and then Mother never forgave me for that, but don't you see? I mean, that's what Destiny should be doing. She should go off and live her life, and we could share in the raising of Matthew's baby, you know? And Destiny could have her life and know that no one would be loving her baby more than we do.
Did you tell her that?
Yes, I did. I know that was wrong. I shouldn't have. I should have asked you first. So here I am. I'm asking you.
It's a big decision.
I know.
I don't have a lot of experience, you know. I didn't raise Drew. Didn't raise Matthew from birth either. And David.
Well, I know. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I do. And if this isn't something that you feel you want to take on right now.
That's not what I'm saying.
It's not?
No, what I'm saying is, if we have the option to raise our grandchild with the best mother in the whole world, then I'd be honored.
Oh, Todd. Big on threats, but he's not going to follow through. Not with this one.
Well, you know what? That's what I thought too. But now I'm not so sure.
He spent 8 years in some high-tech bunker getting his brains zapped. You think he wants to get locked up again?
All right, come on. Let's go.
No, Mom,
Yes,
no,
Jack.
you can't just leave him here.
You know what? If he wants to risk his life, I can't stop him, but I'm not going to let him take a chance on yours. Now get out of here. You better call Sean. You're going to need a bodyguard.
I don't need a bodyguard.
Just, could you at least do that? Please?
Well, if it's gonna get you off my ass, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I swear I'll do it.
Come on, let's go.
Blair and I go back a long time, okay? I know all her promises, I've heard all her never agains, and if there's one thing I know, it's that Blair is not over Todd. And she never will be.
Well, I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Well, if you two do end up together, don't expect me to be a bridesmaid. She and I had a truce for a while, but that is over.
You know, she still considers you a friend, Ted.
Friends don't give friends constant, unsolicited advice. I still have a message from her I haven't even listened to yet.
Why not?
Because she keeps telling me how to run my marriage and live my life. I don't need a mother, okay? And I don't need you to be boppy, all right?
I'm gonna go. Meeting Sebastian at Capricorn. Tam, whatever you may think, I love you.
I know.
I just want you to be safe. And I don't think you can be until Victor is out of your life.
It's late, you should go to bed. What's the point? It's not like I can sleep anyway.
So that was you walking around in the middle of the night?
Not just last night. Every night since Jack killed Mom. I'll fall asleep for a few hours and then wake up and stare at the ceiling until morning.
It's not gonna stay like this, Shane, okay? Things are gonna get better.
Yeah, I know they will.
What's wrong? I've heard stuff you and Baz have worked on before.
I know, but there's still so much to do before it's perfect.
Okay, fine. You win. You're just gonna have to sing it to me.
You don't give up, do you?
Have you met me?
Put it in.
Alright.
Hurry! When I'm 18, you won't be able to force me to do stuff anymore.
You know, forgive me if I don't want my son being caught in a gunfight, all right? You'll be glad you weren't there when your dad shows up.
Victor is my father. How many times do I have to tell you?
Let me put it to you this way. Neither Todd nor Victor want you hurt. They'll be glad that you weren't there. Now get up there and get to bed. Come on.
Where do you go with nothing to cling to? Your head in the clouds, the rainbows behind you. It's so hard to breathe, always searching for hope. But lost are those eyes where I used to hide away, and gone are those dreams falling down. Still you only have one voice, just one chance here to hold on to reach for me. Believe 'cause you only have one life to live.
Hey, it's me, Blair. I need you to call me back. Something's happened. The gun that Dorian kept in her safe is missing, and I can't be sure, but I think Todd has it.
Your heart on the floor, you've lost horizon. So hard to feel, no reason for hope.
Hey, Sean, it's me. I need to put you back on the payroll. You were my ex-wife. It's really nothing. You won't have to do anything at all. Hello? So, oh my God, what the hell are you doing here?